Hi everyone, welcome back if you are a current subscriber, and just welcome in general if you are new. If you are new, actually, this is I'm not gonna say pretty exciting, but it's a fun video just to catch you up to speed. It is Wednesday today, and in 4 days, on Sunday, I am going on a week-long trip to Greece and I am so excited. And today I am starting the packing process. So I thought I could share some of my packing tips with you to make it a little bit less painful, to make it quicker, to make the process a lot easier, because I know some people absolutely dread packing for their holidays. But honestly, I have got this down to a fine art, I think, in my own opinion, that I don't generally have to do it this far in advance. Honestly, the majority of the time, I would leave my packing to like the day before / night before a trip. But just as it happens this week, I don't really have a lot of time leading up to my trip. I have a lot of work on and stuff like that, and our flight's pretty early on Sunday morning, like in the early hours of the AM when it's still dark outside. So I thought I could get some of my packing done just a little bit in advance so that I can have some pieces sitting in my suitcase, and if there's anything extra that I want to throw in, I can just do that closer to the time. It generally doesn't really take me that long to pack, like maybe an hour, so that's why I don't really mind leaving it so close to the time of the trip to do my packing. So any of the little tips that I have to share with you today are kind of to speed up the packing process and just make it a little bit easier in general. So I thought I could kind of share all of those bits and bobs with you today. So let's get started. I'm gonna drink some of my tea and then I'm gonna go and get my suitcase. Seriously have an addiction to tea. It is freaking roasting outside and I am drinking the hottest cup of tea on the face of the earth. Okay, let's do this. Suitcase got. Okay, first and foremost, the important thing, this is my suitcase. It is from LUGGAGE and I actually picked it up in Kildare Village, which if you're not from Ireland is kind of like a designer outlet village. It's amazing. So I got this a long time ago, maybe like 5 years ago, and it is still doing perfect. I need to take all these stickers and stuff off the side of it from my last trip. In my opinion, this is like the perfect size for a checked-in bag. It has plenty of room inside of it for all of your bits and bobs. It has 2 compartments, so you can fit things in this side and on the bottom side as well, and then it has like a center kind of zip area. I'll show you a little bit closer when I start to pack. But yeah, I really like it. But tip number 1, before you even start packing, make sure your suitcase isn't super heavy. That way you can take more things with you or take more things home and you're not going to be worrying about the bag weight or whatever. I'll try and leave a link to my suitcase in the description box below if you want to have a look at it. I actually also have this in black, and I also have it in a kind of small carry-on wheelie version, also in black. They're brilliant suitcases. I really like them. They're really sturdy and really robust, obviously because this one hasn't broken yet. It's a little bit scratched up, obviously, because it gets thrown around airports and airplanes, but it's still perfect. Okay, so that's the obvious thing out of the way. Of course, you need a suitcase. But the thing that I like to do before I start packing for a trip is basically either mentally or on paper. In my case, on paper. I have a notebook and a pen. In advance of my trip, maybe like a couple of days in advance, I like to start planning out my trip. Not as in like, this is what we're gonna do this day and this is what we're gonna do that day. I kind of like to write down how many days we're gonna be there for and how many outfits, things like that I'm gonna need for those days. So say for example, I am going to Greece Sunday to Sunday, but Sunday is gonna be a travel day, Monday is gonna be a travel day, Friday is gonna be a travel day, and the following Sunday is gonna be a travel day. So that's 4 days where I'm not really gonna need the same type of outfit as the rest of the days. So generally when I do go on a trip, I like to have something that I can wear during the day and then something that I can wear out at night. But on those 4 days, I'm probably gonna need 1 outfit less. So if I have this kind of planned out on a notepad, I can kind of see it a little bit clearer. There are trips obviously that are going to be shorter that you can just do in your head and things like that, but there's a lot of days and a lot of flights on this trip, so I just wanted to have it written down on a piece of paper so it was a little bit more clear. Also, what goes down in this notebook is kind of a list of things that I'm not going to be able to put into my suitcase until closer to the time. So makeup, skincare, chargers, adapters, hair dryers, straighteners, things like that, because those are the things that you forget. Whether you're packing really far in advance or whether you're packing like literally the day before, those are all the things that you're actually going to be using right up until you go on your trip. So I like to have an actual list written down of those things so that I can remember to actually put them in my bag, because in the past when I haven't done that, there are times that I have gone away without adapters. Luckily you can buy them in the airport. Without makeup brushes. I forgot all of my makeup brushes one time. Luckily though, that was not on a trip abroad, it was just down the country somewhere, but being stuck without your makeup brushes is not fun. It's like doing the no makeup brush challenge but in real life. So at least if you have all of those things written down on a little checklist, you can make sure you have all of them and tick them off as you're putting them into your suitcase, like right before you leave. Next, we're gonna go on to the good stuff, the actual clothes, and I'm gonna take you over this way. Okay, so this is one tip that I think really speeds up the packing process, for me at least anyway. So about a week in advance of a trip, or in the weeks coming up to a trip if I have that much notice, or just as I'm buying stuff that I want to take on a trip with me, I like to pop it onto a spare kind of rail, or obviously even just in a section of your wardrobe. I have this really handy roll away kind of clothes rack. I think I got this in Lidl, I think. If not, I will leave it down in the description box where I got it, but they're so handy for things like this. Generally it's just sitting in my spare room, but obviously because it's on wheels I can just roll it about to wherever I'm gonna start packing, so it's really handy. So what I do is I start putting the pieces of clothes that I'm considering taking with me on this rack, so that when it comes to packing I don't have to start sifting through my wardrobe to see where's that dress that I might want to take. I can't find those shorts that I wanted to wear. Where the hell are my swimsuits? But at least if I've kind of done it bit by bit, I'm not going to forget that I wanted to take something with me, or I'm not going to be stuck not being able to find something. It's all on a little condensed section here that I can just literally transfer into my suitcase, which just makes the process a whole pile quicker and much easier. And it keeps me organized. So I'm not obviously going to be taking all of this stuff with me, but at least I can kind of just pick through it and choose what I want to take. So now I'm going to take my little notebook and all of my notes that I've written out for the amount of outfits that I need and start packing. Also, if you want a little bit of a sneak peek at what I'm planning on taking with me, I have hats over here, I have some beach cover-ups and things like that here. Lots of colour, as you can see. Some crop tops, bodysuits, some more dressy tops, some shorts that I actually didn't get to wear last year, so I'm excited to try and get to wear those this year. Some skirts, some longer dresses, some rompers, some more dressy dresses, some cords over here, and then this section here is just more shorts and trousers and jeans and things like that. And then down on the ground I have some shoes and some swimsuits. Also, when it comes to shoes, don't take loads of shoes because you probably won't wear them. I generally take like 3 pairs, 4 pairs maximum. And always, where you can, wear your most bulky shoes or the heaviest on the planes. That way it's not taking up weight or room in your bag. Full of tips today. This is the inside of my suitcase, as I was saying, so you can see there's plenty of room here. And then we have these little compartments here in the center as well. Okay, a little packing tip when it comes to your hats. So I'm taking 2 with me, but I'm gonna wear this one on the plane, I think, so it saves room in my suitcase. And then with this one, if you're afraid of them getting kind of squashed up and stuff, what I'm going to do is get my swimsuits. I have 3 swimsuits here that I'm taking with me. Maybe a 4th, but these 3 definitely. And I'm basically gonna stuff the inside of the hat with my swimsuits, and then I'm gonna flip it over and put it like that into the suitcase so that this part of the hat has loads of structure and support, and then I can pack things all around it. That way nothing's getting squished. So before I start putting more into my suitcase, this is actually a time where I like to start trying on some outfits. Not everything. Obviously, if you've worn a certain outfit before and you know that it works, put it in. But say in cases where I have picked up a dress that I don't have a clue what shoes to wear with, or I have a pair of shorts and a top that I think will look nice together, so I put them in, but then when I get over there, the top and the shorts don't go with each other and you've just wasted space in your suitcase for things that you're not even gonna wear. It's important to kind of try on those things now so that that doesn't happen. That way you're not wasting space in your suitcase for something that you're not gonna wear, and you're not overpacking either. Also, when I'm trying bits and pieces on, I try to only take a couple of pairs of shorts or trousers. Like, I will probably only take 1 pair of jeans as a just in case. for some reason the weather doesn't go my way. But I'll only take a few pairs of shorts and the one pair of jeans that I can mix and match with other tops that I have, so that way you can make more outfits out of only a couple of items. So you're saving more room in your suitcase that way too. So I kind of like to just do that when I'm in the middle of trying on all of my bits and bobs. So say for example I have, where did I put those shorts? I have these shorts here that I'm planning on taking with me. So these are old, I didn't get these new. And then I have this top from River Island that I picked up new, and it's kind of like a ruffled long sleeve top. So I could wear that top with those shorts, or I have like a crop top here that would go nice with them too. So just be able to mix and match your things so you don't have to overpack. That way you're kind of packing lighter. Okay, so this is the situation right now. I have all of my outfits kind of laid out here, bar two. I have enough outfits for every day and every night. I just popped my little beach cover-ups in here. I always put my beach cover-ups, my shoes, and any like electronics, so like your chargers and your hairdryer and toiletries and things. That goes in this side. Actually, I lie, my phone charger always comes in my carry-on because I'm so afraid of my suitcase getting lost. So at least if I have it in my carry-on, I'm able to keep my phone charged. So the phone charger goes in my carry-on case. But yeah, my toiletries and hairdryer and underwear, things like that go in here. And then I have my daytime pieces and my nighttime pieces, bar two dresses, I think, and a skirt and a crop top that are still on this here. So I have a few tops and shorts that I'm able to mix and match. I have lots of dresses, some rompers and things like that. So I'm just gonna pop them all in around this hat, and that's me kind of done. Okay, I think that is me just about done. So these are all of the bits that I am taking with me, apart from obviously two dresses, and a skirt, because I just want to iron them before they go in. I know they're probably going to end up getting all creased and everything in the bag, but I would prefer that they didn't get like more creased on top of creases. So I'm going to just iron those before I put them in. And I just have to put in my hairdryer, my straightener, and my toiletries after that, and that's me. Oh, and shoes obviously. So that's kind of it. After that, as I said, I always take my phone charger on my carry-on. I actually take my makeup in my carry-on as well because I don't want to be stuck without my makeup, and I never really take loads and loads of makeup with me. I try and condense it down into a little small bag. So that goes in my carry-on, and I take some makeup wipes in my carry-on as well. They're just all just in case something happens to your suitcase. So they all go into my carry-on, and then just extra toiletries kind of go in here. So my cleanser, I have a small version of my cleanser. I take some muslin cloths. My hairdryer, sunscreen, fake tan, things like that, they all go into this side of the suitcase. But everything else that I need is in here. So my swimsuits, daytime, nighttime, everything's pretty light as well because I suppose we're going to a warmer country, so I don't need like loads of jackets and things like that. I'm only going to take one jacket with me. I'm just going to take my jean jacket with me, and I'm going to wear that on the plane so it doesn't take up any kind of room in here. I always try and wear my most bulky items on the plane if I can. So if I'm wearing jeans, or if I'm taking jeans with me, I'll wear them on the plane. If I'm taking like runners, I'll wear them on the plane too because they kind of tend to take up a lot of space, so it's easier to just have like slides and sandals and things because they're much flatter and don't take up as much room. So it's all about kind of playing Tetris in your bag, making sure you're not taking things that are too heavy or too bulky, and that kind of works. So that is me pretty much done with all of my packing. I just need to go get some ironing done and actually put in some underwear. That would be good. And then after that, I just have my checklist of my toiletries and things like that I'll have to put in, like my toothbrush and things. But other than that, I am pretty much packed for my trip to Greece on Sunday. I'm so excited. I really can't wait. If you're new to the channel, I have never been to Greece before, so I'm really excited to see what it's all about. It looks absolutely stunning. So I'm going to Athens and to Mykonos, so I get to see 2 parts of Greece, which is fun. And you betcha I will be vlogging when I'm there, so stay tuned to the channel for some Greece vlogs coming up soon. And also make sure you're following me over on Instagram, because I will for sure be Insta storying the whole freaking time I'm over there. So get ready for some Greece spam. That sounds horrible, Greece spam. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed packing with me today, and hopefully you picked up a few tips if you've got any summer holidays coming up. Let me know down in the comments where you're going. I would love to know. Give me some inspiration for some new places to visit. Anyway, I am going to leave this video here. I really hope you enjoyed it. Thank you so much for watching as always. If you're new to the channel, don't forget to hit the subscribe button so you can see what I actually get up to when I'm in Greece. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. I'd really appreciate it. So I will catch you all again in my next video. Bye!